What is up, guys? Yandere Neko here, and we have another donut operator video because I have one subscriber that is just persistent on getting me to do donut operator reactions. Now, in all fairness, they generally do rather well, like range 40, 50 views, so maybe I should listen to my subscribers, you know? Well, let's see what crazy stuff he has for us today. I'll give my commentary, listen to his commentary, comment on his commentary, all the fun reaction. I really hope my face tracking's on. Sorry. Occasionally I just get the most intrusive thoughts of if my face tracking's on because old software wasn't working with my computer, so let's get into the video.
Stay right there! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're taking a look at one of the dumbest heists I have ever seen. It didn't even involve Florida, meth, or a stolen golf cart. Nope, this one happened in sunny Fresno, California. A city that's basically Florida, California.
I don't think that's actually true.
We've got body armor, we've got an AR-15, we've got suspects impersonating cops, and a safe so big they couldn't even close their trunk. This isn't a movie, it's a masterclass in stupid and overconfident.
I mean, they say you always gotta save on the delivery fees, so like, I'm actually gonna have to go back, because I don't know what I was thinking where my motion commands are on my keyboard. That's where I'm doing a reaction and I'm not even fucking paying attention. I'm sorry.
15. We've got suspects impersonating cops, and a safe so big they couldn't even close their trunk. One of the dumbest heists I have ever seen. Good. It didn't even involve Florida, meth, or a stolen golf cart. Nope, this one happened in sunny Fresno, California. A city that's basically Florida, California.
I don't think that's actually true.
We've got body armor, we've got an AR-15, we've got suspects impersonating cops, and a safe so big they couldn't even close their trunk.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of charges, especially if it's California. We fucking already know the air is not going to be compliant with their asinine regulations, but, yeah, no, that's... I'd hate to be that defense attorney.
Trunk. This isn't a movie, it's a masterclass in stupid and overconfident.
Then again, it's California, so they might just get a slap on the wrist.
Confidence. There's a couple videos I want to go over today, including a female police officer shooting herself in a mirror, but we'll...
What? A female police officer not knowing how to handle their firearm? That's almost as common as videos of Indians getting hit by trains. Wow, that got a little too edgy, a little too quick, so...
We'll get there. First, a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor for this video is PDS Debt. Being in debt sucks. Trust me, I know from experience. After my stint in the
trust fund, baby.
military, I came back home with
Me, not you. But haha.
almost nothing, and I wish I had PDS Debt to help me out back then. Look, gents, if you're buried under credit card debt, loans, or even medical bills, PDS Debt can help you out today. They go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation. They take the information that you give them and they craft a personalized plan just for you. Another good thing about PDS Debt helping you out is that there is no minimum credit score requirement. They are here to specifically help you save more and pay off your debt faster. They want to put that money right back where it belongs, in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they have hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google. But why though? Because they have helped tens of thousands of people get out of debt. PDS Debt has been a sponsor of mine for quite a while, and I've already heard stories from some followers how much they've helped them out of debt. All you gotta do is take a quick debt assessment. Find the best option for you over at pdsdebt.com/donut. Like I said, just head on over there, take that assessment, see how they can help you today. That's pdsdebt.com/donut. Now that the ad is out of the way, let's get into our first story. We are
Alright. Now, one of these days I'm gonna actually have to look up what other VTubers do with ads. Because for Death Battle, I just skip it because, I don't know. Sometimes I skip the sponsors, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on how I'm feeling.
going to be talking about a DoorDash driver. A DoorDash driver who tries to rob literally the worst person he could have chosen to rob. A paralyzed, retired sheriff's deputy. Yeah, great plan, moron.
Oh.
You're a moron! You're a moron! Let me walk you through this disaster. Retired Madison County Deputy Brad Sullivan, yeah, the guy that took 2 bullets in the head in 2019, chasing down a kidnapping suspect and survived, placed a DoorDash order for his kid. Just some basic stuff from Academy Sports. Nothing crazy. 2 pairs of shoes, 2 shirts, and a pair of shorts. Not a gold bar, not a kidney, just a wholesome dad trying to do something for his son. Enter this piece of shit, aka 33-year-old from Jackson, Mississippi, who decided he was gonna f*** around and find out with the law by picking up the order, canceling it, telling the paralyzed deputy he wasn't delivering it, and just keeping it.
You're gonna get caught.
He committed.
I'm sorry, what exactly was the plan with that one? Now, I haven't worked with any of these gig-based services, but don't you have to, like, put in some kind of cell phone information or email or something? Wouldn't that be incredibly easy to track you down? I'm sorry, that baffles me because what was the plan with that one? The mind of the cultural enricher is fascinating.
Did the most traceable theft ever. Just thought no one would notice.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, is that just a traceable thing?
Literally everyone has this guy's information. You've ordered DoorDash before. They trace your delivery driver's every single step. So Brad, our deputy, calls DoorDash. As they always do, they give him the runaround a little bit, so he calls the store directly. The manager says, yeah, the guy picked it up and left. But suddenly the app says that the order was canceled. That sounds like...
I mean, that's basically what I said. What was this guy's plan?
A lie, doesn't it?
So Brad calls the cops. After all, this looks like theft. And remember, he's still a cop in every way that matters. Just because he's paralyzed does not mean he doesn't have backup on speed dial. His buddies locate the DoorDasher pretty quickly and pull him over.
You messed with the wrong guy this time.
What the hell did you think was gonna happen? And to make matters worse, guess what's in the suspect's car? The full stolen DoorDash order,
Of course.
a gun,
Of course.
and some weed.
Very good.
He was charged.
I mean, wait, Mississippi? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun charge. Granted, Pearson was never a big weed guy, just because it never appealed to me. Like, the whole stoner archetype just seemed like an incredible waste of my time, you know. Whiskey always, seemed more fun, frankly.
With petty...
Oh, but, you know, I know it's not quite cool being anti-weed now, but I've always been just, call it like that autistic intuition, but it never appealed to me, though. I don't know. So yeah, the stolen goods, a gun, and drugs, yeah, that's gonna be a fun charge. Hate to be your defense attorney.
larceny. Improper...
And Mississippi might still have some balls, so yeah, that's gonna be a fun couple years in jail.
For equipment and marijuana possession while in possession of a firearm. Mr. Sullivan, our deputy, got his stuff back, and Stupid got a ride to the Madison County Jail. Now, DoorDash probably has another lawsuit to worry about. Moral of the story? Maybe not rob a retired sheriff's deputy who took 2 shots to the head and lived to tell about it on his resume. Especially not when he knows literally every single badge number in the county. Moving on, not to our main story yet, I want to talk about a different one first. I don't even know how to set this one up for you guys. We have a cop who somehow managed to shoot at herself.
That doesn't make sense.
Yep, you're right.
Oh boy, this is... Speaking of intrusive thoughts, every time I see body cam footage, I low-key want to reinstall it or not. Maybe if I get an actual proper computer, not my laptop, I'll consider streaming. It's weird. You kind of gotta like build an audience before you can really stream. And I believe the new meta is shorts anyways, which I'd have to figure out how shorts work with the VTubing. Lot to figure out. I mean, whatever. Back to the video.
This incident takes place during a routine house clearing. Female officer, gun in hand, right behind her partner. She hits the bottom of the stairs, turns, and lights up the threat.
Herself. It's gonna be a mirror.
Mirror, bro. I turned that way.
Except, surprise, it's a mirror. She sees her own reflection and decides that's it. That's the suspect. That's the final boss. Bang. Then she immediately hits us with...
Shoot, I'm not saying I'd make the same mistake, but if I just saw a sudden freaking mirror around the corner, I might make that mistake. Moving on.
With some post-shot wisdom. Just a mirror, bro. Simply amazing. Thank you for your tactical assessment, soldier. Ever been so scared of your own reflection you try to unalive it with your service weapon? Be fair, she did see a dangerous threat.
But my hands are up.
Imagine being her partner, just trying to clear a hallway. Next thing you know, shots go off and the perp is her partner. Found an Instagram called Accredited Police Memes that had this to say about it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but she wasn't paying attention to her partner when he said, "It's clear."
But we have to finish taking clearing.
I mean, first off, what if that was the homeowner or just some kid that woke up in the middle of the night to see what was going on? At the same time, you guys realize she just shot a...
I know, you say what if some kid, hear me out, ghost child, place is haunted, right? I'd mag dump. Not taking that risk. Oh gosh. That's gonna sound great if I ever get in a self-defense case.
A uniformed police officer. No charges were filed. The Mirror didn't want to make a statement. All right, that's enough. Let's move on to our main story. Fresno, California, January 26, 2025. 7:20 in the morning when most of us are going to work to be productive members of society and pay taxes. Fresno PD gets a 9...
What if I'm an unemployed NEET that doesn't pay taxes because I don't make anything?
911 call. 3 guys in body armor.
Okay, NEET's unfair. I am waiting on, no, never mind. You can't give away too much personal information, here, so. I'm currently waiting on employment. We'll keep it at that. Not gonna say where, just moving on.
Bust into an apartment yelling police. They're just waving a shotgun around all willy-nilly like they're Dick Cheney going dove hunting.
Yeah, he got shot in the face.
Hi, there's an armed robbery going down at Maplewood condominiums right now.
And there's like 4 or 5 of them, they all got guns.
My neighbor just came to my house knocking.
They broke into my window and they said Fresno Police Department.
Ah, yes, the Fresno Police Department dressed in hoodies and sweatpants. Like, I get jump out boys are a thing, you know, sometimes, like, off-duty SWATs have to respond to a scene, but this ain't it. Actually, you might have used the term jump out boys wrong. And whatever, I'm no expert on police procedure.
Okay. That's all. I looked out the people for a second. It wasn't cops, and I ran out the back door.
And out of all the lies that the robbers are gonna tell, you're gonna say you're cops when it looks like you just robbed a fucking FUBU outlet. Come on. Anyways, with the homeowner gone, they drag a big safe out of the apartment. You know, Ocean's 11 and shit. But it can't fit in the trunk. No problem. We'll let it hang out the back. No one in this group even speaks up. They throw it in the back and can't even close the trunk. And Officer 1 pulls up while these suspects are making their big getaway. The officer draws down and tells them to get on the ground.
Forward towards the key 4 p.m. Give me stay right there! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
You can also see a bit of gray in his hair there, you know. They say, never mess with old guys in a profession where you could die young. So, yeah, the one guy you wouldn't want to jump out if you were to engage in such activity. Just saying, that gray hair's a sign this guy's a badass.
Get on the ground! I got the car on the south side. Get on the ground! Don't move! They're trying to drive away. Don't move! Don't move! King 14, they're going back towards you.
And they're slowly reversing.
Naturally, they ignore him like a million times. And you guessed it, they even tried to run the officer over.
I said this in the last Donut Operator video. You always hear these people claim, oh, we have to give our kids the talk. We have to give our kids the talk. Then their kids act in ways that indicate they've never gotten the talk. Clearly showing he's got the talk. Just
And right here,
grade A parenting.
boom, the SUV reverses, clips a wall, then yeets forward directly at an officer. Officer number 1 dumps 6 rounds into these idiots. Somehow, no one gets hit. The officer then manages to dodge their attempt at killing him. Officers then pursue the SUV onto Fresno State campus. We're getting into Tennessee versus Garner territory here. Armed robbers who have already tried to kill a cop heading towards civilians. Oh yeah, you can shoot them. I mean, it is a college campus in California. They might blend in there.
It looks terrible, doesn't
The
it?
suspects finally come to a stop. That's when one of the officers intentionally rams them. The officer then sees the passenger going for his rifle. No time to wait. The officer then...
Hey, careful now, you know, according to some media outlets, that's a sign of, bad behavior, you know? Oh my gosh. I don't want to get into that rant about, if you followed the current unsubscribe drama with what's going on with Buffalo schools, you'd know what I'm referring to, where they try to bring up ramming a robbery suspect's car as, a demerit against freaking an SVU officer. I don't even want to get into that rant.
and fires straight through his windshield, which we've talked about a little bit before around these here parts. Kind of a last resort, but effective. We don't have that footage yet, just the aftermath. But judging how it ends, this is probably the right call for the officer. Meanwhile, the other officer sees one of the guys bolt and thinks that they're still armed. So the officer fires at him. Because if there's one thing worse than a fleeing suspect, it is a suspect with a rifle and a sprinting start. And just when it looks like the guy might outrun the bullets, enters the fur missile. The bork bork nom nom.
That's not fair.
One good boy gets launched out and takes the dude down like a champ. No more running. It's aggressive cuddle time. Painful and aggressive.
I mean, I'd be down for some aggressive cuddle time if you, moving on.
Shot fired. There's a guy in the car still. There's another guy in the car still. Another guy in the car.
Officers rush in and detain suspect number 2. That dude's just chilling in the car, having a good time, blasting some tunes, reflecting on his poor decisions. He's probably trying to Google what is gravity. Meanwhile, the cops yank the AR-15 out of the car. As far as these idiots go, suspect number 1 was shot and is in surgery. Suspect number 2, no injuries, but somehow still complains of pain. Suspect number 3 was arrested 3 days later, probably wondering how a group chat turned into a SWAT takedown. All officers alive and unharmed. The safe, still safe. The 3 guys who absolutely do not look like cops, still a safe, almost run over an actual cop, get shot twice, lose the safe, crash into a college campus, and get stopped by the Bork Bork Nom Nom. If there's a better ad for staying in school and not doing crime, I haven't seen it. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, donutoperator.com.
Less commentary than last time, because, I mean, I guess there was just less to comment on myself, and nothing that Donut Operator didn't already say, but please like, share, and subscribe, and catch y'all in the next video.